Hi, I'm Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. Before I forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button down below and ring the bell so that you know when I upload new videos. I'm hoping to upload more this coming year. I started my YouTube channel last year, so here's hoping for more videos. I do want to ask, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. We are so close to 100 subscribers, just 3 away, I believe. And once that happens, I do have a surprise for someone. If you look at my past videos, you'll see my 100 subscriber video, and you can take a look at that and see what you have a chance to win. I've been seeing quite a few videos on YouTube lately of people's favorites for the last year, and wanted to do that, but kind of do it in a different way. As you know, if you've been following me, we moved this last couple months and moved into a new house. And packing was a nightmare, as it always is when you move. But I have way too much makeup, and I decided that what I'd do is pack away the makeup that I don't use on an everyday basis, and then pack a smaller bag that I would kind of keep with me till the very bitter end, until we moved out of the house and moved into the new one. And so what did I promptly do when we got into the new house? I could not find the box that I put the Ride or Die everyday makeup in. So it did take me a while to find that, but I thought it might be interesting if you'd like to see what I use on a daily basis. This is the stuff I grab when I'm in a hurry and I don't have time to put a big old face of makeup on, but just working real quickly. It's all in no particular order, so I'll just kind of pull things out. This is the size of my bag right here, so it's big as my head, and I'll just kind of pull things out as I go. First off, for a translucent or setting powder, I love this Coty Airspun. This powder's been around forever. I remember seeing it on my mom and my grandma's dressers. It does have a little bit of a scent, but it's not overpowering. This powder has just been something I have reached for years. It's available in the drugstore. It's not very expensive, and I really like it. So there's a suggestion for you if you're looking for a new setting powder. Give that one a try. Up next, I will warn you, a lot of my makeup that I'm going to show you is stuff that I've gotten from BoxyCharm, a few items from Ipsy. I don't go out and buy makeup all that often, so what I have received this last year has been several things from both of those subscription boxes. For the most part, I believe you can jump on websites or go to Sephora or Ulta and find most of these. The first one I would like to show you is this contour palette that came from Pure Cosmetics. And I know that some people really didn't like this. They didn't like the variety of colors. I have never used this color down here because it's way too dark for me. And I thought this one would be, but for contouring using a light hand, I've used this quite a bit this last year. And I do enjoy it. I'm sure that I may come across a contouring powder that I enjoy more, but I do like this one. I also like the highlighters that are available on this palette. And you know me, I love things that smell nice, and this has a chocolate smell. So I find myself reaching for it just to use the mirror at times. Also from a BoxyCharm box was the Tarte Ready Set Radiant Setting Spray. I really like this. I do find it does help set my makeup once I use that translucent powder, and it does stay on better for me than it did before. So this is something I learned this year. I'd never used a setting spray before. When it comes to blushes and highlighters, to me there's not much that beats Wet n Wild Cosmetics. They have a wonderful blushes, highlighters. I think quite a few of their eyeshadow palettes are wonderful. So I kind of wanted to show you the two that I use often. This one is a baked blush. It came in their kind of spring collection, and it's a really nice pink blush. It does have a little sheen to it. I know some folks didn't care for it because of that, but I like the kind of one step. If I want to just throw some blush on and have a little bit of highlight on my cheeks, I enjoy that. And it's just a pretty blush. It goes on great and stays on all day. The same token from Wet n Wild, here is one of their highlighters. Now, if you don't buy anything else from Wet n Wild, definitely go in and pick up one of their highlighters. They're amazing. They come in a variety of shades. This one is a very cool toned, almost white highlighter, but they've just been wonderful, and I really highly suggest these. There's also another Wet n Wild item in here that I use every day, and that is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Universal Stencil Kit. This little guy is only $4.99. I picked mine up at Walgreens. Again, I use this every day. It has been better for me anyway than any other brow product I've used. There are little brushes that are in here. I think they're probably sitting on my vanity, but there's a dark, medium, and light. You know me with my wigs last year. The different shades definitely came in handy for me. If I was being blonde, this one was great. If I was being ultra brunette, this one worked really well. This is the powder that I kind of use, or this one, on a more daily basis. There's also a highlighter and a brow wax here. What comes in here is a spoolie and then a couple of brushes to apply these brow products with. There are stencils included that you can pop out and actually, I'm sorry about that glare, put on your eyebrow to trace over and put your eyebrow in the right place. Again, very handy when I didn't have many eyebrows going on earlier this year. If you're looking for a brow product, check this out. Next is my foundation. I truly love this foundation. It's from Estee Lauder. It's the Double Wear foundation. I'm to the point in my life where I need full coverage. Those age spots and things are starting to definitely creep up on me. So I first was introduced to this when I attended the Look Good, Feel Better program for cancer patients done by the American Cancer Society. I received a large bag of makeup, and Estee Lauder donated almost all of the makeup that was in that bag, which is just amazing. And this was the foundation that was in there. This is pricey, but I have found through trial and error, I'd rather pay for a more expensive foundation and enjoy it than keep purchasing foundations that I'm just not happy with the color or how it covers. So this is my foundation, my go-to. Now, you can pick them up at Macy's. I think I bought mine online, Amazon. Somebody gave me an Amazon card for my birthday, so that's where I ordered it, right off of Amazon. So I think it was $42, $45, somewhere around there. So it is expensive, but I think it's worth it. I'm worth it, right? Sorry about reaching across in front of your face there. Primers, I'm using up still the very last of my Cover FX primer that came in a BoxyCharm box. Love this. Again, it's pricey. I'm not sure that I'll replace it. I do enjoy it though. Then for mascara, I'm continuing to use this sample that I received from Ipsy. It's from Thrive Cosmetics. You can see. So it's Cosmetics. And it's a lash boosting, a lash extensions mascara, and I really like this. It does give me some volume with my lashes, and I really like it, and I'm running out. I think that I'm going to go ahead and repurchase it. It's $24 on their website, but often they'll have specials where they'll have two for, I don't know, maybe buy one get one half or whatever, but this is something I will repurchase. I also threw in here the Superhero Mascara that we received in BoxyCharm the end of last year. I haven't had a chance to use this yet, though, because I'm so spoiled by my Thrive Cosmetics one. Eyeliners, I have been using this Ico eyeliner. Nervous that it's going to run out on me. I got it as an Ipsy as well. Really enjoy this. It's a nice felt tip. It seems to stay on all day and works great for me. My hands are not real steady at times, but it seems to go on no problem at all and stay on. It doesn't smear or budge or do any obnoxious things. Concealer, I received a sample of Tarte Shape Tape. I don't use a ton of concealer. I have to use some around my nose because I get those red veins. I think a lot of us do as we get older, so I use that. I've been trying to get rid of these bags, as you know, in dark circles. It's not working well for me in that aspect, but not much is. So I'm definitely not blaming this for my problems. Here is the lippy that I use the most often. It's from Ofra Cosmetics. It's another Ipsy. I got this last February in my Ipsy bag and absolutely love it. It's a nice pink, but it's not an in-your-face wild pink. Just a nice everyday tone. I've got it on today, and again, I reach for it. I know that if I can't find it on my makeup vanity, that it's in my purse. That's the first place I go if I can't find it. Last but not least, eyeshadow palette. I do have brushes in here, but I won't go through all of those brushes, or kind of brushes, but this eyeshadow palette we received from BoxyCharm. I know that it kind of didn't get a lot of love from a lot of YouTubers, but I really do like this eyeshadow palette. It's more of a cool tone. Well, wasn't that special? My phone is sitting right here. And that's my ringtone. So you just learned something else about me. I love Elvis. And that one's got like a bit of each one of his songs, and it definitely gets my attention when it rings. So anyway, this eyeshadow palette is from Pretty Vulgar. And I love this eyeshadow palette. It's cool tone, and as I said, a lot of YouTubers weren't happy with it, but I love it. I use this shadow here kind of as a base shadow. I'll go in with this one as a transition. This one, which is called Flip Out, I'll use as a crease. And this one, which is Clutch, I'll use kind of on the inner corner of my eye. Really, really enjoy this palette. So that's one I would suggest if you're kind of more into cooler tones like I am. I haven't played with much of these colors down here, but I will. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging with me. I know this has been a long old video, but I did want to kind of show you my favorites. There's no other way to know what your favorites are than when you got to pack a bag and go somewhere. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please take a minute and do that. And I hope that you have a wonderful, blessed day.